This is your boy Leon D. We're going to talk about a lot of things on this podcast, primarily food. I like to talk about food a lot, but we're going to talk about food around the world. We're going to talk about some other things that's going to touch your heart or make you mad. It really don't matter, but I'm going to tell you about it though. DJ Leon D. Peace. Let's get it on. This is your boy DJ Leon D. I'm going to talk about a subject that really bothers me. Really bothers me. It's airlines and their food. Airline food is nasty as hell. You see, they try to be politically correct. They try to be. You know, I don't care if you go in first class, last class, or in between. The food is just nasty. Never upgrade an airline seat thinking you're going to get better food. No, you're not. No, you're not. So, if you upgrade airlines seats, do it because you want more space. That's the only reason. And the money is not worth it. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I travel a lot, a whole lot, anywhere from 15 to 20 times a year on personal vacation or work. I travel a lot. I travel around the world. I travel long distances. And the food is just bad. Now, let me tell you why. Because, see, they try to be politically correct, like I said earlier. So the only option you really going to get is chicken and vegetarian. And it's just funny that they tend to run out of chicken quite quickly. And nobody, maybe a few, but nobody's getting on there to see what the best vegetarian food they can have. And the food is just sad looking. It's sad looking. So you go there, you get on the plane, and you think that this is all right. No. And when you try and pre-order to get a decent meal, it looks nastier than the meal you'd have got if you didn't pre-order. It looks nastier. So my whole point is this. Don't get on the plane hungry thinking that little meal that you're going to have on an 8-hour trip or that breakfast they're going to give you is going to be anything good. It's not. It's just nasty. You're not going to get full. And they don't give you seconds, even in first class, which really baffles the hell out of me. You should never get in first class and they tell you, we're out of this. Economy class, I can expect that because you got a lot of people. First class, you don't have a lot of people. And you should be able to get whatever you want. They should never say they're out. I took a trip from Dulles in D.C. to London. And, you know, they came and told me, sir, we out of chicken. What happened to pork? What happened to beef? What happened to all this other stuff? See, they don't have that stuff because you got some Indians from India. No Wahoo Daniels. No whoa Indians. No. They trying to please one, and I'm not saying just Indians because you got vegetarians from around the world, but they're trying to please everybody. Here's how it should work. The more you pay for your ticket, the more pleasing it should be for you. I don't want to have no options left when it comes to food. I want to have whatever options I want. If I look at the menu online before I book a ticket, I should be able to get that. Don't give me a substitute. I don't want a substitute. No, I want the real deal. I want regular food with no problems. I want the real deal. But that's not how it works. If they give chicken, that's safe to everybody. But guess what? A lot of minorities have chicken every day. Every day. So I look forward to getting something I don't normally eat or I don't eat very often. So my whole point is this. If you got a bunch of people who are vegetarians, get a bunch of vegetarian meals. Ask that when people book the ticket and don't let them switch. And another thing too, why do they feed the vegetarians first? You know why? They haven't had anything to eat that tastes like meat just yet. But I get tired of, they want to feed me last, no matter where I sit. And then don't come to me and say, oh, we're out of that. Hell no. Nothing wrong with having excess food on a flight. Worst come to worst, give it to the next set of customers because that plane's going to be turned around and head right back to where you came from. If you go from Dallas to London, guess what? When it lands in London, they're going to clean it out. They're going to restock it, but you ain't got to restock everything. And the food is not spoiled because it's been there for an extra hour and a half. No, it's not. And you know, when you spend $2,000 to $3,000 on first class, you really expect a gourmet meal because you paid the money for it. Now, if you're in economy, hell, you're just happy to have a meal because the price you paid shows that. Yeah, it shows that. But don't sit there and tell me we don't have this, we don't have that. No. Premium economy, you get a couple inches extra on leg room, but guess what? Most people legs aren't that damn long. They make it sound like the legs they have are like giraffe legs. You don't have giraffe legs. You know, you spend extra money. That's just an airline way of getting over on you. And airlines, you know, their job is to squeeze every penny out of you that they can squeeze. And most of you fall for that because they'll tell you the only thing left is premium economy, or business class and first class kind of sells out because people don't want to be right up on other people. No, they don't. You know, so they want to have a little space. So they pay for business in first class, but don't pay for it because you think you're going to get a better meal. That's not going to happen. You're going to get the same raggedy meal that others get. It's just going to be in regular silverware or regular plates, but it's the exact same meal. They may switch the sides around, give you mashed potatoes or rice. Oh yeah, they love rice too. Not everybody love rice. If you're a Geechee, you don't love rice. I don't want rice with all my meals. Throw in some mashed potatoes. Sometimes they give you hard boiled potatoes with no salt, no taste to them. So my whole point on this right here is that airlines gotta do a better job on feeding people. And if you don't, then people don't see the value, even though you don't get the value no way. Just don't make it so obvious. At least give people the illusion that they're getting better value other than 4 inches. Because you know what? The illusion right now is that your food sucks. And that's a fact. I have had food on Delta, American, and United over the past 3 months. I've had food on all of them, first class or business class. I've had food on them. Not very, very good. It's just sad that, you know, when you book an airline or a flight, you got to look for code share to make sure you get the code share flight because you know which ones have sucky food and which ones got edible food because none of it's going to be great. And, you know, what they can make it better is get the passengers drunk as hell, as quick as hell, so they will not notice the food. Get them drunk, quick. You know, as soon as you take your seat, bam, here goes a drink. I'm going to give you a drink. And you want a single shot of whiskey, I'm giving you doubles. Because guess what? They have plenty of whiskey on the planes. So, you know, and they have quality whiskeys in most, in most places or most flights anyway. So you get there and you want to eat something decent. You know, they give you little crackers and other stuff. No, nobody wants that. People want food or real snacks. And they don't want snacks that's full of salt. We know why you do it, but guess what happens? When you give somebody a snack with a lot of salt, he wants to drink more or she wants to drink more. You know, and then on overnight flights, why can't you find someone to give you service at 1 a.m? No, the stewardess or the flight attendants are asleep. Yeah, they're asleep. It's just like everybody else. They're knocked the hell out. I went from New York to Johannesburg. It's about a 19, 20-hour flight. I made it my job to nag the hell out of the flight attendants. I say, listen, you're getting paid and you sleep. You get the hell up and go to work. I'm going to make sure that if nothing else, you have at least one passenger that you know is awake. And I'm going to tell you why I did it. I asked for a drink. She gave me one drink. I asked for something to eat. She gave me one bag of chips. Now, she knew I did not eat my dinner. She knew that. Nope, I didn't eat my dinner at all. So when I said snack, I said I'll get a couple snacks and I'll be good to go. No problem. Even though it's 19 hours because the food was nasty. So what I did, when she kept giving me one at a time, she could look in my eyes and say, this guy's wide awake looking at movies. And so when half the plane was asleep, I knew she was going to take a break. So I let her take a break. I ring the bell every 20 minutes. It got to a point where she just came and said, here go 5 bags of snacks, here go 5 little drinks. That's what I wanted from the very beginning. But you kept rationing things out to me like I was a 2-year-old. And I said, you think I'm a 2-year-old the way you feeding me? And now I'm in business class. So what I did was that, you think I'm a 2-year-old? I'm going to act like a 2-year-old. I'm going to play with the buzzer. And boy, did I play with the buzzer until she got fed up and said, you know what? Here go the whole damn snack tray. Here go all the drinks. You figure out what you want when you want it and leave me the hell alone. I was cool with that. Because then I got buzzed up. And once I got buzzed up, I decided that I was going to take about a 18-hour nap. Yep. I went to sleep as soon as we landed, as I got buzzed up, and I did not wake up. I mean, wake up until we was damn near an hour out, and she was saying, here go breakfast. And the breakfast was all right. But, you know, when you get on the airplane and you pay a lot of money for a seat, somehow you think that you're going to have the food the way you want it. No. The food come prepackaged. It is what it is. Don't go be asking for no cheese on your eggs. Don't be asking for pork sausages versus beef sausages, or chicken sausages or turkey sausages. Don't be asking for that. She's going to give you what you're going to get. So anything you want extra, this is not a buffet. Anything you want extra, you're not going to get it. They don't carry a big pack of American cheese to put on your eggs. They don't carry 18 different kinds of sausages. This is not a la carte. This is prepackaged. This is what we have. This is what you're going to get. Deal with it. And if you don't like it, we're going to land within an hour and a half. You'll be all right because guess what? You can eat what the hell you want to eat once you land. So if you feel that you got to have your customized meal, get it before you get on the plane. It's simple. Get it before you get on the plane. Don't get on the plane expecting for, this is like a Walmart. You're going to get everything you want. No problem. That's not how it works. No, people, that's not how it works. It's going to work the way it's designed to work. That is to get a lot of money out of you and give you nothing in return. And don't be trying to customize nothing. Just be happy with the fact that we offered you food. That's how airlines feel. They want you to be thankful that we even offered you food. And if you don't feel like we offered you food, don't eat it. Because I'm sure the stewardess or the captain or somebody else is going to eat that meal when you're asleep. Even going domestically, these 2-hour flights from, Miami to Dallas or wherever you're going. Southwest is infamous for giving you nothing. But they don't hide their fact because they give you free bags. So you can, check in 2 free bags. That's what we're going to give you. Nothing said 2 free meals. It don't say that. Don't expect that because you're not going to get that. Southwest planes don't even have a kitchen on them. Nope. They don't have a kitchen. And you get your 2 free bags no matter where you fly. And you're going to get your peanuts no matter where you go. Or your pretzel that's sometimes outdated on the package when you look at them. But that's Southwest. By far, the most edible looking food I've seen on domestic flights, domestic airlines rather, is Delta. I even did Alaskan Airlines from the East Coast to Seattle to Alaska. First class. The food still sucked. And they brag about, the comfort and convenience. Well, yeah, I was comfortable, but I had no conveniences. My convenience was to get a damn meal. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted for convenience. So my thing is that if you feel like you are not going to make it, hunger wise, for a 6 or 7 hour flight, you better gorge in the airport before you get on the flight. And it's hard trying to get spring water. They give you all these bougie name brand waters. It's hard to get something simple like Deer Park. They're not going to give you spring water. It's very, very difficult. So when you ask for a cup of water, yeah, they pour it out of a bottle, but that bottle might have been from a sink because it just don't look right. And I don't like water that bubbles with nothing in it and no one touching it. Just sitting there bubbling, almost like a volcano getting ready to erupt. That's just me. Now, some of you don't mind that. Some of you, that's your nature. But that's how it works in the real world. So airlines, they are not going to do a better job because airlines tend to get you used to bad service. Once you get used to it, it becomes the norm because everything an airline do has a price attached to it. That's why they don't carry extra plates of food at all. There's always a price attached to it. You just got to deal with the price attached to it. Not all of you do. Most of you should, because Americans are flying more and more every single day, and people around the world are flying more and more. Now, if you want the best international food, do not get on an American carrier. So, because American carriers don't give a damn. This is America, the home of the hustle. Everybody's hustling. Everybody wants to make a dollar. No one cares about customer service. That's why when you call in Verizon or whomever and you want customer service, that's why they transfer your ass to India. Because those people not necessarily care about you. They're nicer, and they have a way of, when you get irate, they have a way of just talking to you all smooth. I know you're pissed off. I know you got a pay raise. I mean, you didn't get a pay raise. I know you got divorced. But look at the bright side. I'm here for you. Yeah, I'm here for you. That's how America works. When you think America works differently, because you're talking to somebody who's not American. Because an American, you go off on them, they're going to go off on you. So you're going to have a phone shouting match. It is what it is. They can care less about your day. It's about their day. You will go home and visit your family and your kids, and if you want a hug, get that hug before you leave. As far as airline food goes, there is no hugging. There's no hug. There's no we owe you. There's none of that. We can care less. So, saying all that, my point to this whole thing was airline food sucks. It's always going to suck. It's just going to get worse. It's going to get to a point where you're going to take a 25-hour flight and you're going to get 1, maybe 2 meals from an American carrier, and it's going to be a nasty meal. At least when you fly the Emirates or you fly, Qatar or some of the other international airlines or even like KLM, you're going to get a decent meal. But the Middle East airlines and the ones in South Asia are so superior to the ones in the United States because we have learned to accept mediocrity as the new norm. I don't accept it. I never will. But that's why I look at code share. I try to get on code share flights, and it's very rare that I can't find one going to where I want to go to. It could say it's a United flight, but the code share is something totally different. It could say an American flight. I'm looking to see at the bottom who operates it. Who operates the flight is the person or the airline that you need to look at. And read the reviews, okay? So who operates it is more important than the price for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to spend 3 times. But if you take some of these airlines, And if it's a decent airline with decent food, decent everything else, you are going to enjoy it. You are going to enjoy it, and you'll have more than just chicken and vegetarian meals, which is what most airlines nowadays give, because they feel that they can appease everybody with either chicken or vegetarian. You don't appease me, and I can't stand it, because there are days, and plus, I don't like chicken breast. I don't care how much sauce you put on it, how much gravy you put on it. I'm not a fan of chicken breast. I like dark meat. It's just me. But you get people out there, though, they think that he's going to like chicken breast because you have no options. They're not about giving you options. The only option you have is business first or economy. That's the only option you have. So, this is your boy Leon D on my rant and rave about airline foods.